once you feel empty, maybe that's how you belong. Don't act like I never cared. You pushed too far, now I can't hang on to you anymore. Quit acting like you're losing life you have lived before. No seconds pass without you up my ass. You can blame yourself. I can't hold on anymore. You pushed too far, now I can't hang on to you anymore. Quit acting like you're losing life you have lived before. No seconds pass without you up my ass. You can blame yourself. I can't hold on anymore.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back, FSP Racing Live Friday night. Winston Cup action from Daytona International Speedway. Now, you see, my man Milty's not on screen right now, and it's not because the Milty cam is broken. I fixed that this week, but he is in Long Beach watching the real cars race, and he left me out to my own devices here, but we got a pinch hitter in the booth. Winston Cup champion and setup guru extraordinaire Slim Jim Gately is up here to help us call this race. How you doing, Slim?
I'm doing great, man. I don't know how well I'll do at calling, but I'm here.
Hey, man, it can't be any worse than Rusty Wallace was at it, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, we are Super Speedway Racing, so the draft is the be-all and end-all tonight, as always. And you see Matt Watkins taking the track for practice here already. And we've got a bunch of cars on the track. I just wasn't live there on the main screen. We'll get our qualifying grid up here, and this is for real. Look at those times. Second through fifth, all separated by .001, with Dan Jones, my teammate, the Canadian Bond, on the pole there with a 49.246. Yeah, qualifying gets you that first pit stall, gets you up front at the start of the race, and hopefully keeps you out of trouble when it comes to super speedway racing. But from then on, it's anyone's game, as they say. But Dan Jones is one of the best in the business at these restrictor plate tracks. But back there in seventh is another one of the best plate racers you'll see. You got Slim's teammate in Jeff Hale.
Yeah, and speaking of that, being this is my first time in the booth, don't you think I should get first shot at picking the winner tonight?
Yeah, this is Super Speedway. You do what you do. I'm gonna set up my pick right now, so you make yours.
Well, I have to go with my teammate Jeff. I mean, he's the bomb on these super speedways, like you say. So I'm gonna put him down.
Yeah, it's hard to bet against Jeff Hale when you are on a super speedway. Now, what I do when we get to Daytona and Talladega is I hit the random number generator and pick.
Come on, play the sound. Play the sound.
Yeah, I don't have a sound. Hold on. I'm waiting for it to give me a valid result here. Oh, it keeps increment. No, clear it. You know what? It came up with 146 the first time. The closest number to that is in the field is 124. So I'm going with Rick Castle, starting in the back there, 28th. He took a provisional. Is he even in this? Let me make sure he's actually still in the server.
Well, he's just, yeah, I think he is.
Oh, there he is. Synergy Motorsports. Okay, so Rick Castle from the rear with the gear, as Milty would say, taking that provisional pole. I think he's provisional spot rather. I think he's going to go all the way to the front, or at least that's what my Google random number generator says. Now I do that half in jest because of what people say about super speedways. It's always a crapshoot. Well, Slim, you know it. Dan, you know it. The same guys end up front every time. Like we were talking about with Jeff Hale, one of the best plate racers around. You got guys. Let's see, getting through this field. Jason Dolfer there. His fan club's out in force. He's a great restrictor plate racer, great speedway racer. Dan's a Super Speedway Series champ.
Outside front row, he knows his way around this place well.
Yeah, Jim Christopherson, the Highwayman. He won one of the most thrilling restrictor plate finishes we've had on a Friday night. That 4-wide finish at Talladega that's still the channel trailer. Brad Otto, he has his one and only career win. I believe it was either Daytona or Talladega, but he has a Friday night win under his belt in the 31 Wolfpack machine, as you see him practicing the pit stops there. Something you got to watch for tonight with this setup, this track. You don't want to downshift into second too quick coming into the pits, and it looked like Brad did there, and hopefully he'll learn not to do that in the race. We also got Tom Jackson. Boy, my teammates joining me up here.
Why?
Tom, where are you sitting on the grid? P11, not a bad start there for the 87 car.
I can fix that. I can definitely be back there in 25th before the end of the night.
Oh, you can go down to 25th and back up the first, back to 25th again. It's where you end up at the finish. You got a game plan there, or you want to try and
happy hours
drop back or
over.
move forward?
We're gonna have to get down there and race, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but you gonna what's your plan, man? You gonna try and get up there with Dan, or you want to drop to the back? Because you're in what I call the kill zone right now. That's where I don't like to be.
Well, I'm lucky enough to be on the inside line. I'm pretty good down there as long as I can keep down there. I think I can get up there with Dan.
That sounds like a plan, man. Yep, keep it on the bottom. Let the pit stops sort it out. And that is always my... if I can't be up front, I like to at least be in a safe spot until pit stops, because those are the great equalizer when it comes to this restricted plate racing. Look at the Wolfpack guys, all in a row there on the outside. 31, 101, 043. Brian Lovell, another great restrictor plate super speedway type racer. Get it done. Mad Ace. I mean, so many guys can win at a track like this, and that's what brings them out. That's why you got 28 cars on the grid, because everybody knows they've got an equal shot at it. Got David Silva cheering for the 3-car. Mark DeSenza representing Amsterdam, New York. Where is the Rocket?
That's another one that can definitely make it around this place really well.
Yeah, but as crucial as pit stops are, man, he shoots himself in the foot so much with that, and it's deadly here, especially if you get green flag stops, which we're pretty prone to do here on these super speedway races.
Drivers,
Let's hope
start
so.
your engines.
Follow Dan Jones here on this formation lap.
Unreal.
Got Bill Farmer, series sponsor there on the inside of the second row. Great qualifying effort there for Bill Farmer and the 06 Metal Militia, Old Bridge Metal Militia, fellow New Jersey native.
See, we got a few folks here on YouTube. Is that Dog I see there?
Dog, oof! Oh, he's picking the 59. I missed that pick.
Dog?
That's a solid pick there, Dog. Yeah, Ryan Johnson, another great speedway racer. Smart racer.
Teammate. Yep.
Yeah, another teammate there. That checkered flag, man. That team's stacked. We got to break them up or something.
Yeah, they're
I see,
almost as good as Pony Express.
See David Silva. I know he's always pulling for the number 3.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't let anybody know I associated with him, though, David. I'm his teammate, so I feel like I can say that.
Well, we know who Audrey Ellens is cheering for there. That's going to be
Absolutely.
That's going to be Dave Ellens. I
Yes,
assume A.
sir.
Ellens is Audrey. And then Francis, the Bandit, is checking in. Good to see you,
What's up,
buddy.
Francis? Don't know
Well, we got-
GLZ. I guess that's somebody new. But anyway, welcome to the
Just
broadcast.
cheering on Billy. I guess Bill Farmer.
Yeah,
Well, we got the
that's
lights
probably
off
right.
on the FSB pace car around in turn 4. Just a short shoot away from the green flag here.
Go get him, Dan.
Thanks, Slim.
Good luck, Dano.
See you guys in a while.
Mr. Bond.
80 laps around the historic 2.5 mile super speedway. Green flag in the air. Great start for the teammates there on the front row. I wonder if that might get a black flag actually for the 40, because sometimes when you pass the leader before the start finish at the start of the race, I know by NASCAR rules that's the no-no, but I don't know if the game calls that.
Yeah, that's a big no-no. I don't know. We'll see here in a minute.
But yeah, Greg Palmer and Jim Christopherson, the 40 and the 22, or as I refer to them, in the other 62 car. When they get hooked up, they are tough to beat out there. For those who don't know, my number is 62.
Checking out my teammate Mark. He's hanging out in the back. Looks like he's just chilling.
It's hard to put the words chillin' and Mark DeSenza in the same phrase.
I do realize that, but that's
Sometimes-
sometimes like he's doing though.
And sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. He's got real good company back there, in the person of the co-goat, Matt Watkins, also taking that provisional, starting in the back, and he's found a friend in Mark DeSenza, and I think he's quite comfortable there right now.
It appears that way.
We were talking about Jeff Hale before. New colors for him this week. Doesn't stand out quite as much. Oh, I see him now. Get focused in on him here. Alright, there is Jeff Hale in that number 29 car, rocking the Alborn colors to pay a little tribute and thanks to our house band. The Alborn, the music we played before and after the streams here. The drummer of that band is our longtime member Bubba Razor's grandson, Alex Razor.
Yep, big shout out to Bubba. Hope he's doing
Yeah.
well these days.
Bubba's looking great from what I'm seeing of his posts. He's just not been racing. I got more teammates hooking up outside the Synergy Motorsports 58 and 63 cars. That'd be Johnny the Doucette and Jammin' J Dulfer.
Yes, kind of got a green feel to it at the moment. Looks
Yeah.
like maybe, hopefully, we'll get some good green flag pit stops.
And we could take this to almost 20 laps. That's what we found in the chicken run. It was a one-stop race. And we were going hard to the finish and didn't get the caution till right there at the end.
I was wondering if Jim Ray was going to show up tonight, but I don't see the 52, so he probably won't be here, will he?
Well, he's in Long Beach with Milty. You got Danny Falcon down there and a few of the other old FSB names, as they've moved on to form that Donkey Bop race and doing the iRacing endurance racing deal together. And Tom Jackson, true to his plan, is just holding that inside line, looking to get up there to Dan, holding on the P12. And you can see the outside line is starting to make some hay here, led by Johnny Doucette. He's going to need Jay to settle down just a little bit more on his bumper through the corners to carry that. Meanwhile, the Wolfpack cars are lined up high too. That'll help him.
Yep. Yeah, you really got to be smooth on this outside line to make it work, and it takes 2 or 3 guys that know what they're doing, you know, to get
Oh,
up
we
to
got a
the
car
front.
blown up. Car blown up. The 115 of Dave Ellens has expired. Going through turn 1 and 2.
You guys didn't have any problem with that Tuesday night, did you?
We did not. You see,
I
there's
wonder
Dave
did,
Ellens limping down the
wonder
backstretch.
I wonder if he overrimmed it somewhere on his shifting when he started the race.
Could be, but sometimes it's just a victim of circumstance and random failure. It just rolls the dice. Hey, we got Mama Gately checking in. Hey, your boy's in the booth tonight.
Hey, what's up, Mom? Hey, Mama had a birthday Thursday.
Well, happy birthday.
She's sporting a broke foot right now.
Oh, no. How's the other guy feeling?
Don't know. We'd have to ask her.
Yeah, my mom just had her birthday too, back on 3 days ago, so that was Tuesday.
Yeah, and then me and Jim Ray will have ours next week.
Oh, 2 gyms in the same day.
Yep.
Kind of hanging out in the back there, you also got T.G. Reese in the Skull Bandit colors there. Seems to actually be moving backwards, like he's losing the draft. I don't know if he's also down on power.
It's hard to call him Tom. He's been TG forever.
Yeah, the packs are starting to separate here. This second pack is losing a little bit of touch with the lead pack. It might have been from the checkups when the 115 blew up.
I'll go back and take a look at that.
Thank you. But that can happen, just like it can happen on the highway, causing traffic jams. You know, one person checks up and then it just cascades back. And all the cars that were in front of Dave would have, they would have stayed in it. Teammates there, Winston Cup champions of Steve Weber and Matt Watkins hooked up to tail this pack. They're looking to stick together, execute their strategy together. I don't see their new teammate Shane Wisman out there tonight. Definitely going to miss having that extra horsepower from the 34 car to push them tonight. They do have pops in the 99. And when you get to super speedway racing, another thing that becomes more important than at the regular tracks is those teammates. And you can see there on that speed shot the gap that is formed between the two packs. Hey Dave, fresh out of the garage with an expired motor. Tough break, buddy.
I got a pull of oil everywhere.
No caution though. You got down off the racing surface quickly.
Well, I tried to get out of the way. I was right in the middle of things, and I didn't want to cause a big, dust up there.
You did everything you could there. It's just motor blue going into one. There's not much you can do about it. Random failures.
I don't know. Trying to keep the parts in that 57 Chevy this season has been tough, so I don't know what's going on.
They got to be getting
11 laps.
getting hard to find. Yeah, 11 laps in. Yep. Dog asking if RLM is down. That is true. RLM is down. Still working on it. We are running via IP tonight. For those who don't know, we have a service called RLM Arena that kind of handles the front end for us, usually getting us matched into the server. But they're going through some upgrades, some growing pains. Hopefully they'll be back soon. Fortunately, a couple years ago, our series sponsor's son, a fellow racer, Will Farmer, helped me set up the ticker that I use now, which is just a local HTML. It's generated by a third-party program hooked into the game itself, so I don't have to worry about the RLM being down. They heard Dan saying they were 11 laps in. I think these can go a maximum of 20 laps on this setup on fuel. Usually we're looking at 18 to 19. I was surprised at the fuel mileage we got Tuesday in the chicken run.
Yeah, and in practice, we were looking at around that 20 lap mark, too.
Yeah, we made it to the halfway point. We pitted on exactly halfway. And I think we were going to make it. We got a caution that saved us a lap or two. Otherwise, I think we were going to do it. That high side just keeps creeping up a little bit more every lap.
That's my Wolfpack teammates up there pulling that or pushing that train.
Yeah, they're helping the Synergy Motorsports guys. Take a look on board. Who do I want to hop on board with? I was going to Jeff Hale when you're at a super speedway. I look on board Jeff Hale's car here in the pack as he watches that high line and try and work around him. And you're seeing what he's seeing right here. He's an in-car camera driver. And you can see how that turn just gets cut off by the roof of the car. Spoiler of the car in front of you is all you can see as far as traffic ahead. Just keeping it off the cars in front of you and holding your line.
Well, it took me a minute to kind of figure that out, but yeah, ultimately I believe Dave blowing up, that it took it a little bit for it to get as bad as it did as far as the separation, but yeah, pretty much is what caused it.
Yeah, when that happens, it is slow to develop because all it takes is for someone to get a certain distance back. It's actually easier to measure in time if you're in the car and you have your live timing and scoring up. And within 1.4 seconds, you're close enough in the draft that someone
Yeah, I think if
pushing
they,
you push you in there.
organized on stay in a straight line, they can pull this thing back up.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, and pit stops will be the great equalizer here. What I would do if I was in that group is I watch for the first person, the very first person from this lead pack that throws up their pit sign. I'm going with them, and I'm going to try and get in there and get everything I can on that entry. And as the pit stops cycle through, as that accordion effect again happens through the field, it can close the gap. But you gotta be quick. You gotta jump on that first opportunity.
Yeah, if they would have stayed lined up after that happened, I don't think they'd have went back as far as they did. But they were kind of dicing around, and that killed them.
I think
Oh,
if I
absolutely.
were back there, I'd be looking at a different pit strategy at this point. Anything that's going to give me a little bit of an edge. Maybe stay out and hope for a caution. Anything like that.
I'm kind of with Sean on this one. I believe I'd be doing exactly what he said.
Yeah, that's the proven strategy here. Staying out and looking for the caution. That's more of a short track strategy when you start losing distance, because you don't lose a lap pitting here, and you're only going to take 2 tires, possibly none. And every gallon of fuel that's still in the car when you pull into the pits is just that much less time on the jack waiting for them to fill it.
We should be getting into the pit window here, so we're going to find out shortly.
Yeah, we're about a lap from the pit window here on lap 17 of 80. You get that look down the back stretch, the Daytona super stretch.
Well, I got the scanner up here. I'll see when the first one of them puts it up. I'll let you know.
10-4, thank you, Milty. Oh my God. Thank you, Slim. Habits.
Yep, it's all right. I like Milty, so it's okay.
Everybody loves Milty.
You gotta love him, man. He's a great guy.
I hope he's having fun out there with the Donkey Bop teammates. Hopefully they, don't end up in jail or something.
Yeah, we can all pitch in. We'll figure out how to get them out.
Did you happen to notice any higher temperature on your dash here, Dave, before it blew up?
Honestly, I was only 4 laps in. I hadn't even started cycling through any of my gauges yet, and I was just driving.
All right, we got pit signs going up, 15, 83, 99.
Well, those guys, they're in the second pack, so they're they're actually pitting ahead of these guys. So what they're going for is, like I was saying before, about how they're going to take that much less fuel, pitting a lap or two earlier, because they've got
they're going to force the
three-
issue.
They got 3 or 4 gallons in the tank, and it's going to take less time to fill up.
I look for a lot more signs to come up here in the next few seconds.
I imagine so. That's going to start the cascade. See Matt Watkins down and away. Teammates down and away. He wants to wait up for them. It doesn't actually do him any good to leave them behind. No one from the lead pack is peeling off as we got them in the main picture here.
All right. 3.
They actually...
And a 24 pitting.
All right, this time I said that they weren't going to lose a lap, but man, it's going to be mighty close here for the Monsoon guys.
43 to 19.
Yeah, looks like probably the Wolfpack guys will all pit together.
Wow, Monsoon Motorsports team does lose a lap here. At least the 99 and the 83 do. But this will cycle through as long as they don't get a caution during the pit sequence. And that's always an ever-looming threat when you come in, pull a strategy like that.
Yeah, with
If
them
something
coming out and
happens-
picking up the pack, they should make up some time, though.
Leaders are pitting.
Ooh, that was
Some of 'em.
mighty close. Gaggle
Yes,
of cars down pit road. Jim Christopherson knocked into the...
Got a spin
Tom
on pit road.
Jackson, 58 of Johnny Doucette. 2 cars around at the pit road entrance there. That will not bring out a caution. Caution does not fly for those types of incidents. So that's going to be massive time loss for the 58 and the 87.
All right. Hale's pitting this lap.
Yeah, so at this point, I think everybody who hasn't pitted probably will this time by, because it's just there's only so long you can stay out there. Most of the cars down and away, and we'll see how much this costs those guys who had trouble. 58, 87, still sitting there getting service. Tom Jackson's still getting service. I wonder if he has damage and hasn't turned it off. You can tell the crew not to do that. He's losing tons of time here on pit road as you see the leaders come in.
29 and 51 getting service, taking lefts. Fuel.
31, Brett Otto down and away.
Both of them nailed their marks. And here they go.
At this point, I have no idea where it's going to cycle out to.
Nope, it's hard to say.
Thinking it's the 22. So we'll see as they catch up here. Yeah, Dave Jandry was the leader, and there went the 22 by him. I think it's going to be 22, 007, 40, and 06. Oh, Dan Jones hitting pit road again. Penalty for your pole sitter.
Ouch.
Major
That's
ouch.
killer right there, man.
Oh, brutal as he has to pass through pit road. And I think he had nailed that stop and was in a good position otherwise.
Well, I think when they first went in, I think Christopherson was leading, right?
I think it was Christopherson, Palmer, and then they switched places there.
Yep.
Probably because Greg Palmer had to take again just that a couple gallons less fuel, got him out down and away quicker.
Could have been the difference. Yep.
And it has cycled through to Greg Palmer and Jim Christopherson. With Bill Farmer, strong showing there, sitting P3. Dave Jandry, who came in, pitted from the lead there with Jeff Hale.
He's making a move on the outside
the
with
fourth. Yeah, Hale and Jandry moving together.
You know, these guys used to be my teammates back when I had Slim Sim Racing years ago. So they're very familiar with each other.
I think Bill has got to realize he's got 2 guys that want to go and 2 teammates in front of him. Just pop to the outside, you're going to get help, Bill, but he's sticking to the bottom. He's got a plan and he's sticking with it. You know, Dan Jones has fallen to not a lap down. He's only 23 seconds back after that pass through, so he's still alive. If he catches a caution, he'd be right back in this.
Well, we've got a top 5 breakaway right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, we got a breakaway pack, top 5 here. Leading the second pack, also fellow Jersey driver Keith Cordier in the 25.
Yep, it's is that Jim and Jason behind him?
He has got
Yes.
Mr. Dulfer behind him because his teammate, Mr. Dulfer's teammate, that is the 58 of Johnny Five Fingers Doucette, had a little dust up coming in the pit road there. He is currently drafting with Dan Jones, his Canadian countryman. The two of them are about 24 seconds back. That's about half a lap around here.
They are catching that lead pack. And I think they're
Yeah, they got the numbers in this second pack. You can see them right there. They're in the same frame on the right side.
Now, Brad Otto's in the middle of all that. He's showing right now at 25th position.
He might be in a good spot here, though, to get the free pass / lucky dog. Looking for it to... Oh, standings aren't going to cycle the 20th. So, yes, that is what he is. He is the first car 1 lap down. So he's sitting pretty right there. He doesn't want to go anywhere.
Well, let's don't wish any cautions. I mean, I don't wish any bad luck for him, but we don't want any cautions.
No, you don't want any cautions, but, you know, you gotta play the cards you dealt, and right now his hand is to play for the lucky dog. And Jeff Hale has gotten himself hung up on the outside.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Yeah, he got left out to dry there, didn't he?
He should have driven the Tide car this week because he's out on the line. Ryan Johnson's thinking about going up there with him, and it looks like he will. Ryan Johnson gives the bottom to Brian Lovell and immediately starts getting freight train too, but then Mark DeSenza's looking to pick him up too.
You know, I think that's actually a good move to get behind Jeff and try to take that outside line in, because he definitely knows how to get him to the front, you know.
He sure does. And worth noting here, if you look, hey, there's the Monsoon guys. The first guys to pit, they closed that gap all by themselves. 3 cars, and here they are in the lead pack.
And sometimes those guys will work with us out here on tracks like this, but I don't know. We'll see if Matt jumps up there with them.
Yeah, right now it's too early to really worry about stuff like that. I think guys like Matt Watkins, you know, thinkers like that, they're thinking about the last pit stop. That's all they care about. You want to keep the lead draft until it's time for the last pit stop.
Yep, absolutely.
Guys like Jeff Hale want to lead every lap.
That's
the laps they didn't lead, they want to rewind the clock and lead those again.
Yeah, nice having teammates too. My teammate Ryan just let Jeff down in front of him. Yep. So got back in line.
Dan, man, would you get busted for speeding?
Yep.
Ah, that's killer.
Concentrating on those 2 spinning out in front of me, so I didn't pay attention to the speed.
That's brutal. Well, you're only half a lap down right now. Only, he says. Looks like you got 3 cars in that group. So hang on. You gotta... Yeah, just hit your marks and hope maybe you can catch a break here.
1 yellow. That's all we need.
Yeah, that's all it takes. Now, whenever I need a yellow, we don't get one. Whenever I don't need a yellow, that's an almost guarantee that we're going to get one.
Yep. How many times have you ever gone yellow free at Daytona?
More than you think.
It could happen.
I know. I'm hoping for the worst.
That's actually where most of our caution-free races happen, is at the super speedways, believe it or not. I've also been in a caution-free Bristol.
We had one of those in this series 2 or 3 seasons back.
It was pretty close. It was like
I
1 or
think
2 cautions tops.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I won it.
I think you did. It wasn't quite caution free. I think it maybe had only one or two, but it did have 2 green flags pit stop cycles in it, which was
I
just
mean,
tremendous.
that's as good as caution free at that place.
Pretty much. Yeah, I was in a truck race. I led it flag to flag when it went caution free. Everybody else pitted like a lap or two before halfway, and I pitted right on the halfway, so I never had to surrender the lead. I kept waiting for it. I'm like, nope, I'm not coming in until everybody pits because I know the caution's going to come out if I pit, and it didn't.
The 3 just got a heck of a run and just passed the 99 and the 83, and he's back in line.
Yeah, he stuck himself right in that monsoon sandwich there as we see him coming off 4. And man, we just got this all sorted out, and we're probably another 6 to 8 laps away from pit stops again.
Yep. It would be cool to see a completely green race here.
I'm gonna knock on wood, toss salt over my shoulder, turn around 3 times, all that good stuff, because we don't want to jinx it. It's just like the no-hitter. Let's not talk about it here. Maybe it'll come to fruition. But meanwhile, you gotta wonder: is anybody gonna have anything for these Slingshot Motorsports? Again, as I call them, the 62 cars, the 40 plus 22. They're hooked up and maintaining control of this race.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, we got our league president Sam Young in the house.
What do you say, Sammy?
Good to see you, Slim. Thank you, Sean. Good to see you, Dan, in the car. Hey, guys, I'm going to quickly bring this up and just give a big shout out to Farmer for all he has done to get us racing tonight. This goes back a ways, about a couple seasons. We figured out we needed a spare server just in case. And we set this up. Mostly it's been doing GTP, but we've had the spare server. And all of Race LM is down right now, but we're racing. And that's because of Farmer. And I can't thank him and Sean Reap enough for doing what they did to get this thing going tonight. And just thanks, guys. Good job. This is just unreal.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, will. And we happen to have the camera centered on his dad, Bill, who's running P3 right now in the 06 car. Also a sponsor in the series, putting up the hardware we're racing for.
He's a proud papa too to us. I was giving him a tonight and telling him how much I appreciate what Will has done for us. And he's proud of his son. His son's tremendous. Will has just done a tremendous job here. He's also a legacy. And legacy means that you never have to pay dues here again at FSB for the rest of your life. And he's only 19 years old. He earned it.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Between helping with the website and setting up the backup server, and he also helped me figure out what I needed to do to get this ticker to work up here that we're seeing, keeping the standings updated that I can use with RLM being down.
He did so much with the website as far as doing renders and winners up every week. And he learns stuff so quickly. He's like, the younger generation does of this computer stuff, and he's just amazing. And he picks up on all this stuff real quick, and just, thank goodness for him, and thank goodness for you, Sean, because you're pretty good at this crap too. I'm no good at it.
Yeah, I'm just that right part of Gen X that grew up immersed in it, so it doesn't scare me.
And at this time, we've got a high line for him.
We sure do.
Progress.
Yeah, 63 Jammin' J. Dolfer. He's picked up the 24 car. I think is he a lap down, the 24? Looking through the standings here. Actually, no, Mike Mallon. Look at that. Strong run there for newcomer Mike Mallon. He's in 6th.
Yep.
I'm going back down.
Oh, Tom Jackson
green flag
gets some wall there. Tom Jackson gets some wall there trying to let traffic go through. That's not going to help the already bad night for Tom.
The 24 on Mike Mallon, he was leading that outside pack. There was only like 2 or 3 of them. I think the 3 jumped up there with him for a little bit, and then Jason decided he wanted to join and got in front of it. So that's kind of how that happened.
That makes sense. And it looks like some Wolfpack guys going up there to join him. You got the 740 of Michael Moore looking high. You
Jason
gotta
just
watch the
dropped down
scanner
the
soon.
inside.
Meanwhile, I had up on the right side there for a bit. Rick Castle's leading the second pack. My random number generator pick tonight. I got the scanner up in my other monitor here looking for... Oh, I thought Matt Watkins was faking the pit road there.
And the 3 has made it up to 7th now.
Just chipping away there, and he's got his teammate on his bumper.
Yeah, I guarantee you he's talking smack to him since he's in front of him now.
On a super speedway, no less.
Yes.
Oh, that must mean yellow on the speedway. It
Has,
does.
Tom
Yep.
Jackson. Too much debris.
Oh, I guess when he got squeezed into the wall.
Yep.
He
Started
started
leaving
drop.
some parts.
Yep. So some spare parts are falling off the 87 car. That's going to bring out our first caution of the night. And it's going to fall right on the pit cycle.
Yeah, I'm showing 4 laps before pitting.
Yeah, so you're going to be able to come into the pits right at the halfway mark. And that makes it probably a one-stop race to the finish here. Brad Otto, 31 car, going to be your lucky dog. So that strategy did play out, just like we were talking about there, Slim.
Slim, aren't you an original guy racing from here? How many years you been here?
I think I joined this league in 08, I believe.
Yep, Slim been here a long time.
How about you, Sean?
I joined in 2015.
Wow.
Yeah, March 2015.
I stepped away for, I think 3 years or 4 years, and I think I came back in.
You came back in 15 as well.
14 or 15, yeah, maybe it was 14 going into 15.
It was 15, I remember, because I was still in the FSB division when we still had divisions, and you came in and were smoking my ass in the trucks.
Love the way you say that.
I was still getting my sea legs back under me, you know?
All right, well, let's see what happens on pit road.
Yeah,
Bit
this
busy one.
is going to be a very busy pit road here as everybody gets a chance to re-rack. Probably some guys might even go ahead and take 4 tires here, especially if you're already towards the tail of these soon-to-be recombined packs. You get that handling squared away.
I joined last
You
year.
see that on pits? Check it out.
And the 3.
Oh,
was
and the
just
9
pissed
car's
off.
in the grass.
3 had to back up in his pit. He went too far. 124 also. And we got something going crazy on down here, man.
Oh no! Oh my goodness, Christopherson, the outside pole setter, leader for much of this race, and he's got severe hood damage after that little excursion there. Oh no! And we got a penalty for the 06. 06 has dropped down to the bottom, showing end of longest line. Or is he? No, he was just waiting for the 15. No, he's probably waiting for the 40. That's what it is. Okay.
Back up your replay and watch the 9 coming into the pits and look what. And
Oh, I
follow
got
that.
several things I need to back up and look at here. I was just trying to figure out what's
Yeah.
going on with
Just
It looks
these
like
guys.
Ryan got in the 101.
Put
Just
it on.
apologize.
Well, the 101 got hit from behind by the 9, so follow the 9 and you'll see.
Copy that. Now, I think the 40's still got to get up here. Yeah, there he is on the inside.
A lot of cars affected on pit lane.
Yeah, I believe the 19 was getting ready to go in his pit stall, and the 101 didn't realize he was slowing down to go in, and so the 101 checked up, and then the 9 got into the 101, and it just a lot of crap after that.
So here we go. We got following the 101 down pit road here. Oh, it's like the 19 hesitated. Thought he started going for the wrong stall or something. And, yeah, big. Fortunately for these guys, if there is a silver lining, that's not going to do damage in this game, and it's under caution, so they didn't lose a lot of spots. Now, if we go down here to watch the Highwayman, Jim Christopherson.
Oh, I was just looking at that, and he just gassed it a little too hard, man.
We learned
Running.
we learned that in the chicken run. That you gotta be careful, especially when you're in one of these first couple pit stalls. And he had to turn it around Dan because Dan was the last one coming into pit here, being tail end of the lead lap.
Yeah,
Like he probably
pretty
just
much-
caught the field. So Dan's still on the jack when Jim has to pull out, and then he turned the wheel and coming through the gears, and whoop, there it goes. Now that happened to
Yep.
us a bunch in practice for the chicken run.
That's probably going to cost him the race because that front end damage is going to kill him.
You can see that fender gap right away. That's nose damage. He can push. If he can get to Greg's bumper, his teammate Greg Palmer, he might be able to still push him just as good as he did before. But
he's only gonna do it in
that
the
car
middle
won't
of the
lead.
draft. Yeah,
Yeah.
it won't lead.
That's a car that'll still work in what I call the pocket. A car in front and a car behind.
He can help somebody win. Maybe.
Oh, he's good at that. That combination of Palmer and Christopherson has been pretty stout all season on super speedways. But meanwhile, now Mr. Palmer finds himself all by himself up there. Dave Jandry, is that Jason Dilfer? Yeah, Jam and Jay is in third now. Bill Farmer down to fourth.
And I suspect 40 will go back down pit road. It's starting to look like it. I would if I was him. And he is.
Got some more guys checking in there. Tom Hintz cheering for Jam and Jay. Sean Sheaves, former FSB driver. Good to see him checking in.
What's up, Sean?
Yeah, I'm going to take a quick step aside before they drop this green flag again, and I'll be right back.
So Sean says he's might have that itch again, huh? I don't know you, Sean. I've been in the league since '08, but I know all about you, or at least I've heard of you. So, yeah, we welcome you back, dude. Who else we got in the booth with us here? Anybody?
I'm here still.
Okay. So what's your perspective there? How'd it work out for you for the pits?
I got a yellow. That's what I wanted, and I'm
Good.
up to 12th. I was back in 22.
All right. Well, good. Good deal.
It's gonna be a tight race from here on in. I'm thinking, because we got just enough laps to go, maybe one more pit.
Yeah, the 40 got his damage fixed. Hood looks a little better. Still, I believe, like Sean, I believe he's probably not going to be able to win the race now, or at least lead a pack. But he should be good in the draft.
I think he's got the most laps led tonight, plus a point leading.
Mr. Jackson's pulling for you. Says go Dan.
Thanks, Tom.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Yeah, Sean, talking to Sean Sheaves, it looks like he's going to be coming back to racing. If I'm not mistaken, you were back at the very beginning of this league. Am I correct?
Sean Sheaves? Yeah, I believe she was. Green flag back in the air. Greg Palmer leads us at lap 43 of 80. You can see how slow these cars get up to speed, even unrestricted, as the truck physics are. Takes a little time through these tall gears. I guess short gears, really, not tall. Tall would be higher revving.
And we still got a few guys on pit road, and looks like we got the one to go here.
I know, we're back live. Green flag in the air with...
Oh, well, look, I had to pull a Milt, didn't I?
You did have to pull them up. You know what? There are times when I do that during the broadcast. I'll put the side by side up and like, wait a minute, why? What's how? Oh, okay. Whoops. The right monitor will still be behind from the replay.
It's easy to do.
It's really easy, especially when you're juggling 4 monitors actually. Because I got my left monitor has YouTube up, so I can monitor chat, monitor the stream health, as well as see what's going on in TeamSpeak. So I got those sharing the left monitor. Main monitor has NASCAR 2003 itself up and running in a window there. right monitor has OBS, the Open Broadcast studio software. And then
Hey.
there's another monitor off to my right, mounted to the wall, that goes to the second computer that gives you camera 2.
So, little info on the 40, the Highwayman, for all the fans out there. For him, his car's a tank. He's just he's slowly going backwards.
Yeah, see that. He also ended up starting at the tail of the field because he had to come back in to fix that damage. And what happens there is sometimes those guys don't get going fast enough. And if you've got a car that needs to be in a pocket, well, that's it. You're done, because you don't have the push. And your car can't suck up to the car in front.
Yep, he's running 171, 72 mile an hour right now. That's his top speed.
Oh, that's brutal. I mean, that actually sounds like engine damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. He
should
probably
still
going
be
to be
able-
the next caution. He'll probably blow up.
Yeah, you should still be able to top out about 170, 76, 77 minimum with that kind of hood damage if it's just cosmetic.
No, 172 is
is
most I've seen out of it.
Yeah, I can see just by looking at the attitude of the car, it's sucking wind out there. So tough break for an early favorite in this race, and tough break for his teammate who's now out there all by himself.
And then while we're talking about that, my teammates are making a run on the outside. Got
Come
that
on, more
highway
teammates. More teammates hooked up on the bottom there. You got Bill Farmer and his teammate and fellow Jersey native Keith Cordier. You got the teammates, 3 teammates up top, like you said, Hale, DeSenza, Johnson, running the high line together. Then you got Steve Weber and Matt Watkins. Look at Dan Jones. He's already up there knocking on the door of the top 10 after serving a penalty, not losing the lap. That's what you got to do. You got to keep your head. You got to just minimize your losses and hope for things to go your way, and that's how it's going for Dan right now. Back in this.
People don't realize the speed it takes to run around this place, but you got to have a little luck with it too,
Absolutely. As one of my favorite quotes ever is, "Luck resides at the intersection of preparation and circumstance." Now, while circumstance weighs very heavily into your super speedway results, that doesn't mean you get to ignore the preparation part. And preparation includes execution around here. And he's getting it done. The former Super Speedway Series champion, and showing why that is, the persistence there tonight.
Absolutely. Checking out the chat here, Sean Shoes asking what wheel and pedals the majority run. I run a G27. I know my teammate Jeff runs a G25. My teammate Mark, this is in the 3. He runs, I can't remember what it is, but it's like a $50 wheel. It's one of the cheapest ones you can buy, and he kicks our tail with it. Might be. It might be.
Yeah, there's some guys who still swear by those sidewinders and the old original Logitech Momos, and they'll stockpile them off eBay and stuff for parts you can pick up real cheap.
Yep, I know Sean, the broadcaster Sean here, he runs a TSW.
My wheel for 20 years was a TSW2, and then I messed it up trying to check out a problem with the clutch, and I still haven't sent it back into Thomas. What I'm actually racing right now is an ECCI wheel that I picked up from our series sponsor, Bill Farmer.
Yeah, I forgot about that, because I remember him when he posted that. I was thinking about buying it for a spare wheel. I remember saying that to you.
Yeah, well, now it's my main wheel until I can get the TSW fixed to be my spare wheel again.
If you ever want to get rid of it, let me know. I might be interested.
Oh, I don't know. It's
oh, come on,
pretty
man.
sweet.
Come on.
I didn't think I would ever give up the TSW after 20 years, but because 20 years. It's like I bought that thing when I was 23 years old. I was like, I'm never changing this thing out. It'll run forever. All I have to do is change the pots. Well, then I snapped the connection between the wheel and the pedals while I was doing some maintenance. Oops. That's what happens to 20-year-old plastic. It gets brittle.
Yep. I didn't happen to look to see what lap they started back green at. Did you?
It was 42.
Okay.
Well, 42 into 43, so.
All right.
So we're looking at about 63, 64 for pit stop.
Yeah, we can definitely make this on one more stop, no problem.
Yeah, everybody should be able to make it. That question's out the window. Nobody has to save anything for either run. Highline forming up. Michael Moore up top with Mike Mallon. Got the couple of the remaining Wolfpack guys up there. I can't tell them apart from a distance. That's the 043 of Brian Lovell, who's going to look low, and who he almost chops Adam Simonik. We haven't talked about Adam tonight in that 6 car. Those Mark Martin Xerox colors looking good tonight. New car for Adam.
Yeah, I don't. The high line right now, they're just not too organized up there, so they're really not going to make any.
With all that jostling around, and you gotta stay tucked in tight. You can't waver in your line.
And you can't get too high in the turns either. You know, you just get too high, you lose too much momentum.
Can't get too high. You can't pinch too low. You know, the low line too much.
Just got to run the perfect line. You know.
Yeah, but you gotta manage the momentum up there. Rick Castle right back in the fight. Haven't talked much about him tonight, other than him being my random number generator pick. But he's looking good back in this lead pack. He definitely benefited from that caution.
Well, your pick, 124, Rick Castle. He's sitting in 15th right now, so he's still looking pretty good.
Looks like it just cycled him up to 13th, so there you go. That's that can change lap by lap around here.
And my pick to 29, he's currently in 5th with his teammate behind him, Mark DeCenza.
Ryan Johnson kind of fell back from those guys there. He's there behind Rick Castle.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened on him, but yeah, he is.
Somehow got himself separated there. It happens sometimes.
Checking out Matt Watkins. He's currently running in 10th. He seems like he's just chilling, like we said earlier, or like you said earlier, waiting for that last pit stop.
That's his MO at these types of tracks. He's aggressive everywhere else, but here he knows it's going to come down to that last run, that last stop. And I guarantee I would bet money on the Monsoon guys planning to pit first before everyone else.
I'd probably bet with you on that.
They did it the first time. They're probably going to do it again. They're going to pit exactly when they think they can make it to the end from. Take that little bit less fuel.
Well, you probably, if you're Matt's teammate, you probably pit whenever Matt says he's pitting.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say it. I'm sure that's what I would do.
I mean, that's the way we run it in Pony Express, too, especially when one car was leading for a time, so they got a little less fuel or something. It's like it's most important to keep the team together. But Greg Palmer, this field has been content to just let him pull them around and use more fuel than them. Dave Jandry just still welded to his bumper.
Yeah, but being they started at lap 42, he should be all right up there in the lead. He should be okay and be able to make.
Oh yeah, it'll never come down to fuel mileage, but
not at this point anyway.
No, not at this point. Now another caution thrown in the mix that could do it. That could cause a fuel mileage strategy. But what it will do is again make them take just a little bit more fuel on pit road.
I see my teammates have jumped out in the high line and they're trying to make it work again.
Yeah,
there's enough of them out there. There's enough of them out there to do it if they could just get nose to tail and get lined up really good. But
if anyone can do that, it's the Pied Piper there in that 29 car.
No doubt.
Oh, we got cars around. Going into turn 1 through the short chute. Looks
Spin,
like
you guys start
124, 31, and 101 are all around. Do we have a caution on the speedway?
No caution.
No caution. Oh no, the kiss of death for the 124. broadcaster jinx still got him, which is why I do the random number generator pick on the Super Speedway series. So it's not my fault, it's Google's. See if we can get a look at what happened here.
Something happened to the 24. I'm not sure what happened, and he's going slower now. But he got slow, and then I think let's see who that was that got into the back of him.
Probably Lovell. Lovell was right behind him. Here's the replay
Yeah.
up now. We're gonna keep the camera on Brian Lovell, and yeah, those three go around. Amazingly, didn't hit anybody else. Let's do that from helicopter view.
The rocket just got spun out, no yellow.
Oh no, Mark DeCenza around too. What is with these no yellow incidents? Yeah, something definitely happened to the 24. Slowed drastically. And those three had nowhere to go.
I'm trying to see if I can figure out what happened to him. I'm riding his cockpit, and I just you just hear his engine noise go down real low. I just don't know what caused it.
I just dropped a cylinder suddenly. Looks like a car pushed up from the bottom line, got into Mark DeCenza there, so the rocket pushed up into the wall on the very next lap after that previous incident. And DeCenza has retired on the spot. This has once again splintered the pack, as those cars that were up in the mix with the cars that got caught up there, they fell back, I guess, checking up for the Wolfpack cars spinning. And it shows you what that little loss of momentum does for you.
I'm starting to think it might just be some driver error here, because he went from like 7,500 RPMs down to about 6,500, and then he slowly built his RPMs back up. So maybe his foot slipped off. Popped out of gear. Maybe his foot slipped off the accelerator. I really don't know.
Maybe the pot's going bad. We got the Monsoon guys, as predicted. Monsoon guys first to pit road, bringing Dan Jones and Ryan Johnson with them.
All right, looks like we got the leaders pitting now.
Yeah, this will put us in the window for absolutely everybody. See Matt Watkins rolling off first of that group, bringing Dan Jones with him. Watch for cars spinning through here. Oh, the 22's around. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is not good, man.
Oh, this is oh no! The Jeff Hale gets hit.
The leaders aren't the leaders anymore.
No. Oh, a whole Keystone Cops routine there on pit road entry.
And do I still see the green flag out?
Green flag because it was on pit road.
This is true. Wow. Well, those guys' race is over. Looks like mine and your pick both are out.
Yeah, within the span of just a couple laps, the double broadcaster jinx strikes. Now we'll see who gets away there. Oh. And 22 is crooked in his pit box as well. Gets out okay.
I bet I can tell you who's going to come out smelling like a rose on this.
Who always comes out smelling like a rose?
We all know. I'm watching him now.
Here's the camera on that pit road entry, and you see just a little nudge from behind to the 22 from the 51, and then boom! 4 cars hit him all at once. Matt Ace gets turned around. The 86 of DJ Sorrentino gets turned around. Cars everywhere. Just a devastating turn of events there for that whole group.
Well, we've got Matt Watkins, Dan Jones, and my teammate Ryan Johnson lined up here. I'm not sure if Matt's gonna, when he comes around to pass the line this time, if he'll be in first. He's showing third right now.
Ebb lost touch there. Bill Farmer is starting to lose this group.
Yep, Matt's leading now. Dan's in second, and Ryan
Ken
Johnson
Hansen.
third.
Ken Hansen. So it was Ken Hansen and Johnny Doucette who got away clean in that exchange on pit road. And everybody behind them just got messed up.
We got Bill Farmer shown in third or fourth, but I don't think he's going to be able to catch this lead pack.
No, he's going to have to fall back and catch a second group here.
If he had just a little bit of help, he might could get up there, you know. Maybe.
We'll go on board him here on the right side here. And see he's losing touch. That 3-car breakaway has picked up a 4th car, a lap car of the 101, Jeff Havoc. And then we'll look at the backside of Bill and see that second group coming. That's his salvation right there. He needs those guys to catch him and catch him quickly. In fact, he might do well to drag the brake a little bit and speed that process up. Because if he keeps trying to hang on to the front pack, he's actually going to lose more ground to them than if he just accepts it and picks up the second one.
Right. And the Dog's asking, do they have the fuel? Yeah, they have plenty of fuel, Dog.
Yeah, everybody should be able to make it from here. It's by a good margin. That lead pack is picking up yet another Wolfpack car. Oh, that's the 101. They already got the 043. Okay. So it's going to come down to Matt Watkins. Yeah, no teammates up here to help each other, at least for the win. You got the Wolfpack teammates there a lap down. Matt Ace a lap down.
And Ryan's fell back just a little bit. He's got a couple of lap cars between him and first and second.
Now, he's not nursing it to try and save a little bit of fuel now, is he? Did they pit right on the cusp? Maybe Dog's onto something there.
I don't know. I'll go back and see when he pitted.
And they pass Rick Castle too. This lead pack is getting to be pretty big, but mostly lapped cars.
Brian came in. Well, he's exiting the pits going into lap 62, so he should be fine.
Yeah, he should be fine. Okay. And let's see. I don't know how he lost touch of Dan there, but he should still be in a good position.
Jeff Hell's back out on the track now. He's down, but he's in 14th position, so I'm sure he's going to try to get all the points he can out of this.
Yeah, I agree with what Dog's saying, though. He must actually be close on fuel the way he's behaving out there.
It is possible. Yeah, I do have a direct line to his team channel. I could go ask him.
Get a little insider info. You know, Matt Watkins is acting like he's got fuel for days, just leading this line at will.
Well, that's typical Matt, you know.
Did I just see Dan's nose dive down?
Don't know.
I think I did. And Slim knows as well as I do what that means. That is a sign of clutching, as we do in this game. We don't have the ability to shut off the engine. That's right, on board Dan Jones here. Listen, what we're going to listen for is about if he's about to bump Matt or about to get into the corner. Listen for the engine noise to cut for a second.
He is. He did. He is doing it. I'm watching him now. Very briefly, but he did a little bit on the entry there.
Yeah, we can hear Dan's engine now. Yeah, he didn't that time, I guess because they're trying to get around this lap traffic.
He's definitely doing just a little bit. Maybe they're closer than we think.
Maybe. Maybe we were closer than we thought on Tuesday night, and that one caution saved us from running out.
Now, I would go down in there and ask him, but I don't really want to bother him. Of course, you ain't really bothering Ryan. He'll sit there and talk your ears off the whole race.
I know, I've got him set up on a whisper too, but my whispers are muted for broadcast night.
I had to tell him to be quiet sometimes so I can concentrate.
Yeah, we'll be yapping at each other all night long in super speedways. And Dan's not clutching anymore, so you must feel confident now.
Hey, Slim, Sean.
Hey, it's the
They
Highwayman.
black flag me.
What's up there, Jim?
Somebody come in. Too slow, man.
Tough
Don't know how to
luck
come off
tonight,
pit
dude.
road. Oh my gosh! I think I hit an oil patch or something because that thing just took off on me.
Yeah, I remember that happening a couple times in practice. Oh, big wreck on the backstretch, and there is the caution. And oh, this second pack has got to slow up.
That changes
Oh, we're inside.
everything.
We're inside 10 to go, and they're racing back too hard.
Yeah, this
It's
changes
right into the
everything.
wreck.
Yeah, man, you had a pretty strong car tonight, Jim. Sure hated
We
that
were
happen
looking
to you,
good,
man.
Slim. We were looking real good. You know what it was? Is I don't remember exactly. I have to go back and look at it. But I think I kind of like drove around the pace car sitting at the end of the pit road, thinking I had to go around it. And with the wheel cocked and full throttle, the thing just broke loose, something like that. I did that once in practice, like Sean said.
don't know.
Stupid mistake.
I went back and looked at it. It looked like he just gassed it a little too hard. But maybe
Yeah.
you're right.
No, I probably did then. It just snapped loose, and then I got on the binders, and I didn't think I hit the wall that hard, but man, they brought me in, shut the engine off. I mean, it was toast after that. I'm lucky I even made minimum speed. Well, I figured I'd come up and watch the rest of the race with you guys, so let me have a kill first.
All right, well, tough break there, Jim, our defending Winston Cup champion, right?
What happened with the pit road entrance there? I know all
A
of a
lot
sudden
of cars,
it shifted
yeah.
around a lot.
A lot of cars
I went in
got jammed
thinking-
up.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, but here's what happened in the backstretch here. Looks like the 124 and the 101 got together. 101, then there's a snap roll, and then the field starts crashing behind them. And oh, I lost control here. So then, yeah, so the second pack runs into the 101 that's already crashing. Go on board with Webb here. So this second pack comes along. They hit them. And then a third pack, we're racing back with less than 10 to go. Third pack comes in full speed and gets into this pack.
Well, it's going to make for an interesting end of the race because everyone's jammed up again with 7 laps to go. It's going to be a crazy sprint to the finish, I think.
We're showing 13 on the lead lap. So this should be good.
Yeah, as Dog pointed out, Ryan got knocked down to the infield on that, but recovered. Then here comes, the 24, Mike Mallon. That's going to probably end the 24's night. 9's in the grass. 6 of Bill Farmer. How do you get down there? 6 of Bill Farmer. Oh, he spun. He almost spun, missing all this craziness. Looks like Jason Dolfer. Oh, hard lick for the 06 car. And gets clipped again by the 9 going through there. Johnny Doucette getting rolling again.
We have 12 on the lead lap now. The 24 Mike Ballins goes, he's out with the valve.
Yeah, he hit real hard. A heck of a save for Ryan Johnson. I'm going to go back and watch that from his onboard, and you'll see your good hands move of the race there. That car was just straight up gone.
I'm going to go make my own pit stop. I'll be right back.
And 4. And here we are riding with Ryan Johnson. You see, he's there with the lead lap cars on the bottom line. He was looking to make his move. He got knocked to the infield. Now, this area back here wasn't always paved. It's only in the last, I don't know, decade or so that area of the track was paved. And in 2003, when this game was released, that was grass. So in the original version of the track, Ryan Johnson would have gone for a ride there, and this car would have been totaled. It would have been the end of his night. But instead, because there was asphalt down there, he was able to save it. And he's still in this fight, as we're going to take this restart inside 5 laps to go. Lights are still on in the FSB pace car. This is anyone's race. There's no teammates in contact in the top 5 right now. None whatsoever. Ohio man, your teammate Greg Palmer was strong all night, but he took some damage on that pit road kerfluffle, so I don't know what he's got left in there.
Yeah, well, that's my horse. I'm going for Greg. Who you got your money on, Sean?
Well, see, I had rolled the random number generator, and the closest number was the 124.
Okay, and he's not up there right now.
He got caught up with a no caution wreck. He's a lap down. I don't know. I think this might be. I don't want to jinx Dan, but I think he's in the best position right now.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, I wouldn't want to be Matt right now. Let's put it that way. He's going to have a whole bunch of guys that are going to be real hungry to get around here in these last few laps.
Plus, it's Matt frickin' Watkins, and everybody wants to beat him no matter what the track.
Yeah, somehow he got up there and didn't win, didn't he?
He was pulling smart pit strategy all night. He was the first one to hit pit road every time under green, and it cycled him up to the lead.
Yeah, we all hate it when he wins. I'm just kidding, man.
Lights are off on the FSB pace car here at lap 76 of 80. And we're going to take the restart on lap 77. And that's going to be 4 to go. Next flag ends it. There is no overtime here in NASCAR Racing 2003 season.
Now, I got a feeling it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, you and me both, Slim.
Yeah, that is not exactly what to call
Can we
a bold
say
prediction.
3 wide at the line?
At least.
4 wide!
And yeah, 3 wide and 4 deep, probably.
I'd say anything less than 3 wide. We're going to re-roll it and run this again until we get perfection, people.
Let's have a show.
So keep your helmet, Jim.
You know, Jim, I've been in the situation you're in, like tonight. You know, you come to a race like Daytona, and you know that it's a crapshoot, and this can make or break your championship. So, how's that make you feel?
Gee, thanks. I have no idea where I was at the championship because the police battle hadn't been put up in 2 weeks. But this is going to be a gimme race for sure. I think I'll be lucky if I get 5 points, right?
It's good to have these be at the start of the season in the first 3 races. It's easier to climb back up from that. Yeah, you're 23rd, Jim, so you're going to get 6 points tonight.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, the minimum 5 points plus your lap sled.
Well, here we go. Base card's coming off. It's going to be interesting, folks.
Yeah, lights
Hold
are
on
off.
tight.
Yep.
Matt
Buckle
Watkins
up.
on point. 10 lap rules. All the lap cars are out of the way. Single file. No passing until after the start finish line. But after that, it is game on. We got a car dropping low to let cars by, I think, there. Looks like maybe Dulfer. Green flag in
Here
the
we
air.
go.
Oh, great start for the 15 and the 007. Let's put a little gap to the 59, though. That could
Well, that
that
Which may
could
actually
produce a
work to
run.
his favor if he can get a little bit of a draft and a run on him.
Yeah, that could be good. Look at Dan's going to the high side.
Dan's going high. You see, this is a
Little
good
early,
move. That's a good move,
early.
though. Oh, there's wrecking already.
Oh, look at him fighting for that
This
position.
is for...
Up and down, man.
Oh, this is for the win
Wow.
because there's a wreck behind them. There's coming back
There
to the
goes
caution.
Ryan on the inside. They got the
Ryan's
run. Look
looking to
out.
the inside. And
He's going to have to go high because Matt's
Yep.
stuck along the bottom up.
All right, we're 2 wide now. What do you bet for 3 wide by the time we get to the start-finish line?
I believe this is looking like Matt's race again.
could be Ryan's, though, if he pops up at just the right time.
Nah, he just doesn't have enough momentum.
Yeah, he doesn't have the momentum, so that's gonna... Oh, he's looking low. Oh, yep, Watkins, Johnson, Jandry.
Not official yet, but will be.
Yeah, they still got to make it around and not blow up.
All right, guys. Well, that's good. Thanks for broadcasting, Sean and Slim. We'll see y'all next week.
Sorry
All right,
for your
thanks,
bad
Jim.
luck, bud. But,
That happens. My own fault. See you guys later.
like,
Yeah,
take
take it
it.
easy. I think I found the source of our caution here. Yeah, it's the 124 and the 83, so we got Rick Castle and Steve Weber. So right here on the start, Webb gets to the outside of Castle, getting a little help from the 9 car, and no, Rick Castle just didn't quite make the corner there. Got into him and collects the 06 again. Poor Bill Farmer has been knocked around. He was strong at the start of this race, but then just ended poorly for our series sponsor. Now,
Yep,
I've had
the old
cars.
saying, that's racing.
Yep. I have had cars blow up under caution before, as we see Keith Cordier getting turned almost. Oh, they're waiting for the pace car still. That's the problem.
There it is.
That's the problem when the caution comes out immediately on a super speedway. And the pace car hasn't even finished rolling down pit road yet. You gotta stay at speed, go all the way around, while the pace car finishes its run down pit road, then pops out the other end and gets going to the backstretch again. By the time you come back around, you've put like miles ahead of the pace car.
Yep. See you later there, Sean Shees. Take care, bud.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, fellow Sean, spelled correctly.
I have to tell you this, though, Sean. I have a different level of respect for what you and Milt do now, because sometimes when I go back and watch the broadcast, I'm like, why didn't you just put it there so I could see this? But it's not that easy. I'm just sitting here looking at the screen, and I'm not having to do all the things that you're doing, and it's still, I find it a little difficult. At least it is for me.
It really is an eye-opener. I had the same reaction when it used to be, Greg and Milty. I'm like, how the hell did they miss that? Well, that's how they missed it.
Yeah, and you really can't get a full perspective of everybody on the track. So, it makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, even the tracks that have a really wide spectator view, when you get that, then you can't tell one car from another.
Well, I had to take back all the bad things I've ever said about you, man.
Yeah, I know you would someday. So, barring catastrophe, again, your top 5 finishers here will be Matt Watkins, your winner, Ryan Johnson second, Dave Jandry third, Johnny Doucette bounces back nicely. He had some problems tonight, but he hung in there and has a nice top 4 finish in there. And I think we've got a first-time top 5er here in Adam Simonik. The number 6 Xerox machine hangs on
All
for
right.
P5. Keith
Great
Cordier
job.
6th, Dan Jones 7th, Greg Palmer, after his pit road disaster, still salvages a good points night out of it. He should have the most laps led bonus. Yes, in fact, he does. He got 37 led. That's 20 more than the next best. Ken Hansen, the 9 car, finishes 9th, and Jason Dulfer, Jam and J, rounding out your top 10. 12 cars on the lead lap. Jeff Hale, first car lap down in lucky 13th spot. I just realized I can turn the points off ahead of time because we don't know what the points are going to be this time. We still waiting for RLM to come back up so we can get our point standings going again. As soon as the checker flies here, I'm going to ask you, Slam, to go do Milty's task of gathering up our podium finishers.
No problem.
He's got the power of the voodoo. He can do it. Now, I was starting to say before, I have had a car blow up under caution more than once.
Yeah, in Matt's position, is that what you're saying?
Not in Matt's position, but just pacing under caution. I've had the car just blow up.
I have been in Matt's position and blew up like in the turn before you get to the checkers.
Fortunately, you
have.
can still get pushed in NASCAR 2003. NASCAR rules
but
wouldn't allow
that's
that. You got to
assuming-
finish under your own power.
That's assuming the guy behind you wants to push you.
I blew up on the jack on a pit stop, just sitting there, and all of a sudden the engine blew.
I believe we've taken the checkers.
Checkered flag. It's official. Matt Watkins played the strategy just right and was there at the end when it counted.
We're going to have to name him a Rose because he's sure smelling like one. As always.
How does he do it?
Dude's got more luck. I just don't know what to say. You know, I've been racing against Matt since, I would say, somewhere around 02, 3, 4, somewhere in there. And I can tell you, he wasn't the Matt then that he is now. Just think of Kyle Busch and Kyle Busch's early days. That's kind of what I compare him to. He was wild.
Didn't quite have the patience and control yet.
Yeah, he sure harnessed it over the years, though.
I still think Kyle Busch falls short of his potential because of his temper.
No doubt. But, you know, he's as good a wheelman as ever, though.
Oh, one of the most naturally talented wheelmen since Tim Richmond. Just his mouth and his attitude. Total opposite of Matt Watkins, who's got the attitude, got the smarts, got the W.
Burning them down.
Burning them down and knocking them down, too. I think he's trying to remodel some of the walls here. I don't think the France family will appreciate that. And the celebratory burnout has completed. And we'll move on to our post-race segment here. This spot is where the points would normally be. Not so much this week.
I'm going to jump down here and grab these guys for you.
All right, thank you. Oh, actually, the points do load up. Look at that. Oh, the page link still works. So that's the points before the servers went down. Yeah, that's what we had after 2 races. So Kristofferson, yeah, he's going to fall out of the points lead most likely. Could even go to Jeff Hale. As bad a night as Jeff Hale had, that could potentially put him into the points lead. Yeah, Ryan, I'm afraid you're not going to be able to do the points tonight, right?
No, I'm doing it right now, actually.
Oh, you are? Oh, okay.
Yeah, give me 1 second, boys.
Yep. Yeah, because my source link inside OBS is working, even though it's not working on the homepage. Look at that, folks. This is why we call Ryan Johnson the fastest admin in the West here.
All right, we got you all here, Sean.
Awesome. Yeah, Ryan's saying the points might actually update here. Hold on, just saving the replay. Replay saved. All right, so
it's uploading slowly. I don't know if it's going to take.
All right. Well,
But
we'll
I
see if
was
that
able to log
works.
in. But anyway,
It's a
Yeah,
valiant
should be
effort
in there.
anyway. Well, great job. We got our podium finishers here, one of whom happens to be Ryan Johnson, but Dave Jandry, P3 there. A quiet night most of the night. You just kind of stayed in touch with the leaders there, and man, what more did you need at the end there?
Yeah, I was just kind of hoping the green just to maybe have a shot at Matt, but take what I can get. Third place ain't too bad.
Yeah, pretty strong run there, especially with no teammates to speak of out there. What was your plan if you did go green? Who were you going to go with?
Whichever path gave me a shot to get in front of Matt.
Yeah,
I was just going to wait and see how it unfolded. I didn't know if Dan was going to go up and Ryan was going to follow him. And it just depends too how you start, how much momentum you can get. If you think you can all three around him, not, I'd probably tuck in behind Matt and see what happened. Push it to the last lap and out of turn 4 and put it on the table right there. But caution came out.
Yep. Yeah, and Dan went up there and it cost him. He dropped like a stone. So good job there, Dave. And Ryan Johnson, again, series admin and second place finisher here. We'll see if the points did update. Points did update. And Ryan, you are also the points leader with that strong run tonight.
Oh, way to go.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice work, Ryan. And looks like a bit of an up and down night, including getting having the good hands move of the race, saving it down there on the pavement that only exists on updated versions of the track. So you're probably glad we weren't running on one that was based on the 2003 layout.
Yeah, and I was super glad I was able to maintain my momentum as well, because the caution didn't come out immediately, if I recall. But either way, and I could be wrong there. Everything happened so quick, but fun race. It was definitely not. I wasn't up front the whole night. In fact, I went with my teammates once during one of those runs to the high side. Then they decided to pull low. I went back to the back, and then after the green flag pit stop, I was back up front again. And that last deal there on the restart, I was going to go with Dan, but he scrubbed so much momentum, and I don't know if it was because Matt came up and gave a good block, which was legal, or what. But it was just kind of wild, and I was like, well, second place, I'll take it.
Yeah, I think it was the blocks. To
Yeah.
clarify that rule there, it's with only inside 2 to go, but once that caution flag came out,
You can throw one move. So yeah.
once that caution flag came out,
Yeah.
it became it became the last lap. So great strong run there. Good pit stops. Thanks again for getting those points updated nice and quick there. And Dave Jandry is also in second place in the points. So great points night for both of you guys there with that podium finish. And then you got Matt Watkins, the man with the plan, starting in the rear with the gear. It's exactly like you drew it up, right, Matt?
Apparently, early on, we decided, me and Webb and Pop decided to pit like way early than everybody to have clean stops, and we just kept doing it and kept gaining spots. And I honestly thought I was sitting duck at the end. I thought I was going to get freight train on the outside, but then the caution happened, and Dan got a run, and I blocked his momentum. And I saw Ryan come. I didn't know what to do. I thought, no, he's going to go high or just give me a bump.
I just wanted a good finish.
Yeah, I was like, maybe he's just going to give me a little bump here and right at home here. So, but yeah, good run to him, Dave, Adam, his first top 5. Good job to him. It was a really good race. They only had like 3 cautions, so that was a really good Daytona race, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, several rounds of green flag pit stops there. The cautions didn't really start till the very end of it there, and fantastic run. And Matt, it looks like you are just 11 points back in the points there. So I don't know if you're planning on running the full season or not, but that's a strong points night. The whole top 10 are within 10 points there. So good start to the season here for everybody up here in the podium. Thanks for joining us.
Hey,
for the post race.
Where you cut out now?
Yeah, well, I'm getting there.
Good to hear Slim around here.
Yeah, good to have Slim back, man.
Well, I'm just going to go and say what I was going to say. First of all, I want to say to Dave. Dave's an old teammate of mine from way back, and it was really good to see you up in the top 3. Congrats, Dave.
Hey, thanks, Slim. Appreciate that.
My current teammate, Ryan Johnson, he's the man tonight, as far as I'm concerned. Great job. Point leader. Cool.
Thank you,
And
sir.
Matt, I got to know this. How many horseshoes do you have, dude?
I thought Sean had them all at one point at FSB. So
Yeah, I stole a few from him, so
yeah,
I used one up tonight. So I got left.
I swear you did. But anyway, great job, dude, as always.
I appreciate it. Yep, good to see you out here in broadcast now. Good to.
Yeah.
Good
I
to
know
see you.
we got a different
Look-
side of Slim tonight. You got the
Yeah.
the broadcaster side.
A little different.
The bug is
I'm
bitten him
catching
now.
on,
We'll,
though.
we'll see. We'll see if he
did you
comes
kick
back.
the pig at the start of the race?
I didn't even think about it.
Damn.
Oh man.
Maybe you would have won if I'd have done that.
You see, you broke the ritual. Well, thanks for joining me, Slim. Thanks for pinch hitting there for Milty. Hopefully, Milt's having a good time out there at the Long Beach Grand Prix with all the rest of the Team Donkey Bop, FSB founder Jim Ray, Danny Falcon, and company. Hope to see some good pictures from there. Thanks again to our podium finishers, Dave Jandry, Ryan Johnson, your new points leader, and Matt Watkins, your race winner, for joining us here for the post-race show from the podium. Thanks, as always, to our series sponsor, Bill Farmer, Farmer Brothers Contracting, putting up the hardware these guys are racing for. And, of course, Ryan Johnson doing the double duty as the admin, getting those points updated. Sam Young, the league owner and promoter, for doing all you do to keep this thing up and running, which has been a challenge this week. Hopefully RLM's back soon, so we have our normal stuff working again next week, but it's good to have the backup server, which again, credit to Will Farmer for helping us get that set up initially, as it's paid for itself tenfold over the last couple of weeks here. And thanks to all you guys joining us out there in the YouTube chat, liking, subscribing, commenting. It helps drive traffic, point people our way who are interested in racing and sim racing, and hopefully maybe they want to come out, see if they want to give us a shot. We're keeping NASCAR 2003 alive at FSB, FSBRacing.com. Come on out and apply. Hey, no problem, man. It's been my pleasure. And until next week, good night.
Just take a second and breathe. Let the pain and frustration wash away.